Okay, we are live.
It says waiting.
Well, yeah, there has to be a certain amount of lead time.
Upcoming event.
It's one person in.
Hmm?
One person's in. Is that you?
Mm-hmm. Does it say I'm off?
It says there's two people in right now. I need to get a less squeaky tripod.
Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to get the minnows at the top.
Yep. Fishy Fish has buddies now.
Yeah.
All the good fish are down here.
Of course, all the good fish are on the bottom. We got bluegills and whatever that one is. The guy said that one might be a pike.
No, it's not a pike.
What is it?
It's a banded killifish.
Is it a banded killer?
Yeah, there's black-striped top minnow, banded killifish, bluegill, rusty craze. The shiner we caught, unfortunately, we caught it and it was already dead.
Yeah, I used it did catch something.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's when my line got snagged. Unfortunately.
Well, no catfish today.
Yeah, we got three on. Well, two including me. I don't think any of them are daring going next to those two crayfish over there. Oh, we got one. Oh, come on, buddy. Stay away, stay away.
We really should get some frozen sweet peas and put them down here for the crayfish, so the crayfish don't attack the fish.
I think the crayfish will still go after the fish before they go for the sweet peas.
You'd be surprised. They're opportunistic eaters. Whatever's easier for them, they'll go for first.
Well, they're still munching away on this guy.
Well, that's because that's the only food in there.
I'm surprised the guy with the one claw didn't go. How the hell did they not get him? I wonder. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no.
Fish is too fast.
Oh. That was one lucky fish.
Fish are starting to get their bearings. It was a hard acclimation, sadly, but unfortunately, that's the only real way to do it in this case.
Yeah.
But these are pretty hardy fish. Oop. Crayfish was going after the little guy for a second.
Yeah.
Crayfish are always half-assed when it comes to what they decide what they want to do.
Whoa.
Luckily, they're on glass, so they can't move very easily. Just add some Benny Hill music to it.
Well, he was coming from sand, so.
I know, he went from sand to glass, and then he just couldn't move. He didn't have the traction.
I think he's being smart though. He's staying on that.
Yeah, he's staying on the little patch of sand that there is. This is why I don't put any substrate in with them, so they're pretty much useless when it comes to catching fish right now, because the fish can easily just swim away.
I think the swim I actually learned to stay away from that corner though.
We should really just get that UV filter out. Just because the UV filter is huge and it's not doing us any favors right now.
Yeah,
we need to get a new UV filter. It's just as simple as that. Otherwise, this wild.
Is it sucker even plugged in?
No, because I don't want it killing the bacteria that we have right now. I want to let the bacteria culture a little more in the filter.
Yeah.
So, crayfish is tenacious.
Yeah, he's going for it. Oh. They're trying to corner this guy. Ooh. They tried cornering him and still got away. You notice though, the new guys are staying away from the bubbles.
I've never seen bubbles like that in the wild.
Yeah. I think right now they're just worried about the crayfish.
No, right now they're worried about acclimating. The parameters are slightly different. First off,
Only slightly?
Generally, yeah, because look, the nitrites, and the ammonia are way lower than they were before, and even though that's a good thing, it's still something they have to adjust for. The hardness is actually relatively similar because I got well water, and the water in the lake generally is exposed to the same kind of minerals in this case. pH is universally generally around 8.2 to 8.4 in this area, so they shouldn't have to adjust the pH too much.
Right now, that guy's the one to watch.
I really like the way these bluegills look. I mean, the bluegill's pooping right now, but I mean, fish are going to do what fish are going to do. The nice thing is they don't have connection problems anymore because I'm on the 2.4 gigahertz frequency right now. So when I first started streaming, I was on the 5 gigahertz, and there was just not enough good enough signal to maintain a good connection. So, but 2.4 just goes through walls better than 5 does. So
yeah, you know, that's one thing we should try sometime.
what?
Find a one of those like VRs.
We should get an underwater VR camera.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
They
saying.
do make them.
Do they?
They do make them, and I would have that going 24/7 down here. That's the only time wireless charging makes sense. Honestly, is maybe that. I would happily put a VR camera in this tank if I had one.
What, wireless charging? Or?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be wireless. As long as it's got a constant supply of power, even if it's like an underwater wire, then that's fine. I mean, it's possible. I mean, heck, like the heaters are underwater and they got wires.
Sure.
So, underwater VR camera. Sneaky cray. Crayfish is like, as soon as he's on glass, darn, they have evaded me.
I think it might be time to get the crayfish out.
Realistically, it's just time to get them their sweet peas. They're hungry. Notice there's not even any husks left. They ate the husks and everything, which is unusual. It means they're really hungry. Which is why they're attempting to go after fish they normally would never be able to get to.
So,
If you bring the bag of sweet peas down, we can just fill the tank up with sweet peas.
oh, it's just down to me now.
Yeah, it's a weird time of the day. Most people are sleeping.
Yeah, it's got 10K subscribers under your name. Oh, shit. Well, time to wake up tomorrow.
Can't forget about these guys.
Sure you can. They're just sitting at the top.
They're smart.
You should throw some flakes in there.
Put bloodworms in there first, just so they learn that food comes from the top.
Well, the one black stripe will probably teach them to get the flakes.
I don't know if it necessarily works like that. I think they don't really work in a hive mind, not these type of fish.
No?
No, not really. But yeah, the black striped top minnows aren't as fun as the bluegills. Right here is a good combination of everything.
And he's going for that one right there in front of him. Nope.
It's like, nope.
I wonder if they're just going to give up.
They will once they get sweet peas. Oop. Crayfish brawl. They're so goofy they can't get any traction. They're just walking around.
Oh, we got another one.
Just put like an oscillating fan.
I don't know, can we add an oscillating fan motor to that?
Hmm?
Can we add a fan motor to it?
I mean, probably. You can rig up anything if you have enough dedication and time to the design.
Well, I think you got enough time.
Yeah, I just don't have the money to do that right now. 24-hour wild fish tank feed.
Or have it to where somehow where the people can actually control where the camera points.
Maybe you could if you did something on Twitch. I don't know.